All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? This is Dr. Matt. I am the host of the Rhody Strength podcast. I'm also the owner and physical therapist over at Strength and Sport. Today we have another great guest on, Daniel. He is a chef over at the Vanderbilt, and he has a pretty extensive CrossFit background. So, without further ado, what's going on, Daniel?
Not much. I was starting. This is my first podcast, so it was like, I don't know, dude, like, it's kind of weird and in my second language. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, hey,
let's
if you
make
want,
it happen.
Let's make it happen. If you want to spit some Spanish out here and there, that's fine too. That works.
Okay, cool.
This is also our first video podcast, so we're gonna be putting this up on YouTube if it comes out all right. If you don't see it on YouTube, that means the video didn't come out. But we'll try again next time if that happens. But let's get right into it. We'll do some icebreaker, rapid-fire questions. You ready?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna start with and you can say we're gonna put the Vanderbilt. You can't use the Vanderbilt because that's the obvious choice because you're the chef there.
Okay, yeah.
Other than the Vanderbilt, best restaurant in Newport. Or you know what? Let's go best restaurant in Newport and Rhode Island.
Okay. I'll put different hours of like restaurants because like basically, you know that I'm always for breakfast vibes.
You love breakfast.
Yeah, it's like, and to be honest, CrossFit and breakfast goes well. Like after that, remember when we used to work out and you used to like looking for a place to have a breakfast after the lifter, like after the weightliftings in the morning. So
we always go to Blue Plate Diner on Sundays.
I hate the time that I have to pay the bill for you.
Oh man! All right, we gotta tell that. So already we got a side story. So shout out to Alex and Randy. We'll get them on here soon. But they love to mess around, play some bets, do some gambling, of course, just like the rest of us. And we go to Blue Plate Diner one day after doing some weightlifting on Sunday, which was our routine at Spartan. Every Sunday we throw down 2 hours, literally just only lift, snatch, clean, and jerk.
Dude.
A lot of fun. Brew some coffee, have some fun, slam some bars, and we went to Blue Plate Diner afterwards. We usually go to breakfast after. And they decided to do the credit card roulette. I don't think you even knew what they were talking about.
No, at the beginning I was like, well, and I was happy because I was like, oh, okay, so idiot's gonna pay the bill.
Yeah.
But guess who was the idiot? And I think the last ones were you and me, right?
Yeah.
I was like super nervous, and I was like, why everyone is leaving? But our card's still there.
So I mean, I think there was probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6 of us. It was
your girlfriend. It was Randy. It was
Alex, Chris.
Not Alex. No, Alex.
Alex
Quinn,
was there.
Alex
Quinn. Yeah. So there's a good group of us, and we all put our credit cards in a hat. Somebody had a hat.
Yeah.
And said to the waiter, "Hey, we're doing credit card roulette. Whoever's card you pull out is paying." Or I think we did it one by one. There was the last card standing was the one, so it builds suspense. So maybe Randy's card came out, Alex, Chris, my girlfriend. Then it was just left up to me and you at the very end.
Yeah,
pull mine out, and then you were the one left to pay.
Yeah, I was really sad, dude. And I remember that the server saw my face, and I was like, "Hey, you don't worry, I'm gonna bring you a Corona for you."
so he brings you a Corona. And he's like, this is on the house because he saw how sad he was. This was at like 12 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is too early to drink, but
I guess
just do it.
Oh man, so yeah, that was a blue. We frequented that place. So breakfast spot. What's your best breakfast spot?
Yeah, well, you know the obvious for me is like saying the Vanderbilt. The last time that I was there, I went with my family. The last May, they came to visit me in Mexico. Well, from Mexico, and we went to New York. To be honest, we were in many places in New York. I don't know. It was something almost all closed. So when we came,
it was during the pandemic.
Yeah,
we went to New York. Yeah.
So when we came here, it was this May, but even like the breakfast place in New York, I was expecting more. And to be honest, Vanderbilt killed us. Like, killed them. Like over there, like the breakfast at Vanderbilt was amazing, and he's a guy who is in charge of one guy making all the breakfast. Now it's 2 guys, but he's like really cool dude. Like his name is CJ, the chef over there in the breakfast. He's an amazing, and the breakfast with my family was really good. Good coffee, good vibes, the servers, the ambience, and you have like in the garden. That was a really good breakfast. That was my best breakfast in there. But to be honest, the second one that I never been with you in there, but it's like normally I'm with other people in there, but it's what's the corner cafe?
Oh yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite corner cafe.
Corner cafe is a really good one, and there's a big line always.
Always.
Like, it's like you have to be with time to or be super earlier or spend 30 minutes just in the line just to be in there. So
even if it's raining, people out there getting wet in line.
I know, dude. It's good, dude. It's a good spot because basically I've been eating in another spots. I don't want to judge other spots.
Sure.
So I prefer not to say the names.
Sure.
But it's like, damn. One day I went to one breakfast place.
Yeah.
And the table was sticky. And I was like, damn. I feel uncomfortable in this table.
Right.
And the prices are the same as corner cafes. Like I don't understand why. Like I should go to other places. One other one that I like it for French toast, you know, that I love fucking sweet things. I'm you know, I have this
you love the pastries.
Yeah, I love pastries. Pastries and coffee. That's what she'll say in my CrossFit shirt.
Yeah. Side note,
it's like,
for the audio listeners, we got the AeroPress. We're drinking coffee right now.
Yeah, and I went drinking a Stellar coffee, some Mexican coffee from Chiapas. Well, from Jalisco. There's two guys, one from Mexico City, one from Jalisco. And they have coffee from different states, so every state is way different. And we brewed one from AeroPress for Matt, and I do the French press, the classic one. So yeah, we're drinking coffee. That's our vibes.
What was the place you were gonna say that has the really good French toast?
The other one is like a Frank Spa.
Franklin Spa.
Yeah, Franklin Spa. Doesn't sound like a restaurant, to be honest, but it's really good.
It is good. I've been there.
Yeah.
I think one of their claim to fame was. I'm sure Taylor Swift has been here a couple times because she only lives in Westerly, but their claim to fame is like, oh, Taylor Swift has come to Franklin Spa, blah blah blah. So I get some celebrity status there. It's a cool spot, little hole in the wall on Spring Street, but yeah, I agree, good food.
Yeah, it's really
I never think of it when I'm going to breakfast. I should go there more often. I never think of it.
Maybe one day we're gonna go there. Go with Chris Sam.
Yeah.
Who knows? So the other one, I'll say. What's the place that we used to go after CrossFit sometimes? Well, like mornings, it's like in Bellevue.
Crew Cafe.
Crew Cafe is really good, but the problem is that always is so busy. And you don't find a spot, so because it's all the Salve guys in there. So it's
a busy spot. Yeah, popular among Salve students for sure.
Yeah, so I'll say that Blue Plate is good, but it's like I don't know.
It's it's what you expect from like a big diner style restaurant.
Yeah, it's like I came from Guadalajara and they have like really big places to have like a breakfast. Like, well, not big, but like really nice restaurant. Like we have like one that is San Pecado, that is everything healthy. Like they will say healthy scene. Mm-hmm. And the other one, like I love it. Where's the owners of the coffee? The owners of this coffee are the owners of this place. Is Pal Real, and they have another ones and are amazing. Good pastries, good breakfast. So I have the competition between Guadalajara. Breakfast spots to Newport, so it's like,
Guadalajara is the winner.
Yeah, I'll say Guadalajara is the winner. In all
you may be biased, but Guadalajara is the winner.
Yeah, but it's like it's the second most important city in Mexico, so we need to have that because if not, we suck.
What would you say the first is the capital? Mexico. What's the first most important? The capital.
Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Yeah, that's the.
And then what's after Guadalajara? You think like
Monterrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monterrey is the third one or second one because it's like are in the same position.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but to be honest, like the both are nice. I've been in both cities and there's different styles completely. Monterrey is like it's like US. Like basically you go to Monterrey and you think that you're still in US. The highways, everything like that. But Guadalajara is more bohemian style, more cafe, restaurants, and another art, culture. Like you go and you see like all buildings, a lot of art paints, like sculptures around the city. It's like more artistic place.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my city. That's
very nice. Shout out Guadalajara.
Yeah, I should go.
One day, man. I'm willing to fly down there for sure. How about best coffee? Best coffee in Newport.
I'll say Simple Merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really close to here, but it's
that helps.
I'll say kills all the places.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like the guy who is in charge is Jordan, and he's an amazing guy. He makes he knows how to make really good coffee. The ambience in the coffee place is really good. So hipster, but like child at the same time. And the prices I don't think that are high for like the quality of coffee that he sells, and every time he opens different coffees. So sometimes you can drink a Guatemalan coffee, sometimes a Mexican coffee, sometimes Ethiopian or something like that.
It's always changing.
Yeah, and like some other ones like South American coffees roasted in Vermont or different states in the US.
Sure.
Like, so it's really interesting, and you can find really good options. They are opening right now breakfast, and it's like it's a good spot to have a breakfast as well.
Nice.
So yeah, I would say that's one of like the good spots, because like they have a coffee that kills all the coffees around, because you can order like as well espressos, you can order pour over and he's doing that in front of you, you can order regular brews or like different ways of coffee. So I will say that's my favorite spot for coffee.
Sweet, I like it. Actually, I still haven't been there yet, so I'm gonna have to go down there and check it out.
Yeah, we need to go. We need to definitely go. I'm 100% to go whenever you want. We should make one day a workout on Asterix or someone, like, and then just go there.
I'm down. I'm in. Next question: best bar in Newport, or best place you want to go for a drink.
Bars and Board.
What is the name of it?
Bars and Board. It's on 10th Street.
Shoot. Oh yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing correctly, but yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's the name. I know what you're talking about though. It used to be the tea place. It's right next to Pelham. No? On Thames Street, right next to Pelham.
It's in front of the Blue Jazz.
Yeah. What's the name of it? We're gonna have to fact check what the name of that is. That's a good place for a drink?
Yeah, dude, the spot is really nice. The drinks that you can find there are really good. And well, you want to hang out like with some lady over there or something like that. You take your girlfriend over there, like, it's really nice place.
Bar and Board.
Yeah,
it is. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I told you. My sexy accent is killing me.
That's all good. Yeah, I haven't been to that place. That's relatively new. I mean, within the past like 2-3 years, I think they put that there, because there used to be like a tea like style like coffee place there. But I don't think it was ever too busy. So that's that's a nice spot, nice open, like you can get like airflow in there, like,
and it's like 3 floors of like a restaurant. It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice.
It's a good spot. I will say Bar and Bar.
Sweet, it's a nice spot.
Yeah, that's my favorite for bar drinking. So
next question, we'll come back to the restaurant stuff, because I want to ask you and get into a little more of like how you're a chef and the expertise you have there. But we're going to transition a little bit to CrossFit. So, first question here, sneaker question. What's your favorite CrossFit shoe? We got Nanos, Nobles.
You know that
Nikes.
I Nano, 100% Nano.
Yeah, all right.
I have Nikes, but I was like, I feel weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nanos. I 100% with Reebok.
Yeah.
I'm sold to Reebok, dude. I love the clothes. I wear another ones, and it's like Reebok quality, price, styles are super weird. Well, I want to say that.
Did you see I was just up at CrossFit Providence Day doing the workout, and the coach just got a pair of the new Nanos, the Fronings. Have you seen those yet?
No.
Those are cool looking. Those brand new style. They're very cool looking. You gotta check those out.
I need to check that out. Maybe I'm gonna buy it when I start to do it, because I need to go back to CrossFit.
Yeah.
I've been dying without CrossFit in my life. Like, this time that I came back to US is like not CrossFit, just gym. The gym is kind of boring. I'm not the vibes of a gym guy. Like, I cannot be in front to the glass watching myself. It's like, no, I need a competition. Like, I remember when we used to work out together. Yeah, it was really fun, dude, because I wanted to beat you up all days, and you want to beat me up, and we have that competition feeling even outside CrossFit. It's like, oh, how many pancakes? Remember that when we used to go to IHOP, and like after fucking IHOP at 8 in the night, 9.
Yeah,
so we were like just having breakfast, and you wanted to beat me eating like pancakes. So it's like, hey, you wanna eat another one? Get me another one. So it's like, what's the problem with get a competition?
No healthy competition.
Yeah, I love that vibes, like competition. Yeah. It's like, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and so yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So before you had left, because you had gone back to Mexico because of the pandemic, essentially.
Yeah. Everything was closed here, so what's the point to stay just, not doing anything?
Right.
Basically. Not CrossFit, not anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then, and before you had left, you were part of Spartan. You're doing the CrossFit workouts there, You'd left and then came back, and things were opening up, but it wasn't like 100% open yet.
Yeah,
so it was kind of a weird time. But you were starting to get busy in the restaurant again, and now you're crazy busy.
Yeah, it's insane busy how we are working right now. It's like I don't have time for myself. I don't have time to work out. Like, less hours that I work in a week is like 57, and dude, when everything was insane for people quitting and not too much labor in Newport was like working 99 hours in a week. It's like
that's not. I've never even heard of that. You're the first. You told me today you worked 99 hours last week.
No, not last week. It was like probably 1 month ago. But it's like
that's insane.
Yeah, dude.
I've never heard of anyone working that. That's like putting in like 13, 14-hour shifts 7 days straight. That's what you were doing,
dude. It's like, to be honest, that was 6 days, but I was working 6 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Yeah,
well, to 12 a.m. basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, when I already finished, it's like I know that I won't sleep that good. Yeah. So I was worrying all. And it's like not taking breaks, like not a good break during that time. Like, right. Yeah, that was insane. Now, hopefully, it's like, now it's not doing the same. Normally, I'm working like 12 to 12, 12 to 11, 2 to 11.
Still long hours. Yeah. But a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, to be honest, after you work that, you think that this is like the glory, dude. Like,
you're like, 57 hours.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
living
bad.
This is vacation.
It's like,
that's nuts.
That's
nuts. Was it just a staffing issue? They just didn't have enough staff at that time? Yeah,
stuff issue, labor issue.
That's crazy.
Like, to be honest, this is a problem in Newport. Like, nobody wants to work.
It was everywhere. I mean, especially Newport, but literally everywhere they couldn't find staff. Nobody was available to work. Nobody wanted to work. They didn't have enough people to work.
Yeah, and the thing is, this industry is like being like super aggressive. This industry and like culinary, especially. Well, all food and beverage industry is like really bad. So, damn, dude, like you are losing people from that. Like I heard that probably the 0.5% of people who work in this industry going to quit and going to find another jobs. Because
it's in like, the same industry or a different industry?
Different industry. Yeah. Because basically the ambience is so aggressive, the way that this works, the pay that gets, it's like not worth it.
It sounds very volatile. Like at any moment things could change. It could be different.
And it's like being in the kitchen is always like being like non-stop. This on time. You don't stop. Mm-hmm. And if you just stop, why just like there's more things to do. You can clean, you can check this. So it's a job that you cannot like have a rest. Yeah. So you have to love it to be in here. Like you have to love the food. You have to love
which
the
you
food.
Do is your passion.
Yeah, that's my passion. Like being that, like cooking that, nice flavor, checking out everything, the adrenaline. Mm-hmm. But it's like I'm gonna tell you, it's exhausting sometimes. It's like so tired and and you have to do everything perfect. Cause like, well, you go to a restaurant. What do you expect from a restaurant? To be good
perfect
with the food. Yeah,
the best food you ever had.
Yeah. And if it's not, how you feel it?
Not good.
But think about a person who was doing that many hours or something like that. Like he's not watching his family. Now that you think that way, it's like, okay, I think this is scrambled eggs is good.
Hey, the scrambled eggs is actually pretty good.
Yeah, maybe it's a little burn, but I understand now.
To put it in perspective.
Yeah, I order like a sunny side. It's broken, but don't worry, sir.
Oh man, that's a good point. We'll come back to that because I want to talk more about it. But I got another CrossFit question for you. Have you ridden the Echo bike? So we did assault bikes at Spartan. Have you tried the new Rogue bike?
The new road bike.
Rogue.
Yeah, I saw that.
Have you seen it?
I saw in Mexico that one.
Have you tried it?
I tried a little bit, but I was just playing, waiting for my cousin.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I tried it a little bit.
Yeah, but I heard that like my cousin was telling me that one is like being with the air, and the other one is like doing it in water or something like that.
Yes, that is a very good way to describe it. Definitely.
So I'll say like I never tried that one correctly because to be honest, who likes the bikes in the CrossFit? Like, dude, who likes? That's the only calories that kills me. Nobody. I can row calories in the rower. Yeah. Well, basically, I say that. But get calories in the bike is like you notice when I was it's like hard, I can do super fast for a little bit. Yeah. But then I start to get like this is the only thing that kills my head. Like I get a headache after doing calories in the bike.
You were always a very strong, explosive athlete. But yeah, when you get to those long Metcons, that's where I would beat
Yeah,
you.
that's important.
Those where I would beat you.
If I got something explosive, I'm gonna kill you. And wait, explosive and wait.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who was like one of like you were one of my favorite like rivals? How you say that?
Rivals.
Rivals.
Yeah.
The other one that I fucking love is fucking Alex. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
Alex
dude,
Tucker. Yeah.
Remember that year in 2019 when we do the competition with the what was the name? The games? Well, not the games.
Open.
The Open.
Yeah.
Dude, it was fucking insane. Like, I was getting like I got him in the first two, and I think like the third one I'm gonna beat him.
Yeah.
And he started to beat me with those ones. I remember that you were in the third one.
Maybe.
It was the one like it was Diane. No. Well, it was deadlift with handstand push-up. I was killing Alex during all the workout, handstand push-ups, deadlift, because deadlift was 225.
Yeah.
Alex is a beast. Alex is insane.
He's a very good athlete.
Yeah, he's
very
insane strong.
Yeah.
But I was killing him with my skills of like handstand push-up and like and gymnastics. That's the only thing that I can beat Alex in something.
Yeah.
So I was killing him during all the competition. Until we got like I get him probably like 2 minutes or 3 minutes advantage. I think probably 2 minutes, not that much, because that was at Diane, right? Or I don't remember the name of that WOD, because it was 21, 15, and 9.
Yeah, deadlift, handstand push-ups.
Deadlift, handstand push-ups.
I don't know off the top of my head. We're gonna fact check that, but yeah, it's a common one.
Yeah, so I beat him during all, and then the transition was 315. Or 335, I don't remember how much was, but I think it was 335, right?
Diane, yeah, it was
335 was with three bumpers, right? Or is
315.
315, yes.
Yep.
315. So we have 315. I was already burned it, but I was feeling good. I was like, yeah, I'm beating, and I was laughing at Alex. It was super funny that day. And then I grabbed the bar, and I feel all the weight, and I was like, no way, I cannot get in this. And then he saw that, so I was one by one, I cannot connect it, and then Alex just saw me in that way, and he beat me in the first one. I was like, no way, I can do like just 9, and Alex beat that. So after that he got me with that one, then we get the other one that was like jump and like power clean and jerk or something like that. And I was like getting in the same position, but he beats me for one, like a 275 power clean and jerk.
He was your original rival when you got there. You guys both good athletes. You went ahead, and it's good
I was
to have
in a good
that.
moment. Like we always like everyone was watching us on Spartan, and it was like these fucking guys are crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I remember that. Like, what the fuck they're doing? Like we're
dude.
like, hey, I'm killing you or something like that, and we're like that kind of like competitive aptitude. Like, Alex was like yelling me in the middle of the water, and I was like rushing him and things like that. I love Alex, dude. The way that we used to work out was amazing. Yeah. I know he beats me too much in strength, and right now the other day when you were doing me like a physical therapist for my arms, and I saw him, he's like, damn, dude, you
saw
are
him in there.
A beast.
Yeah.
You are really a beast.
He's
super strong, dude.
I'll have to get him on. He's doing a lot of jiu-jitsu. Now, but
Alex can kill us at any time.
Let's go. Next question here. Celebrity crush.
I'll say Cara Delevingne.
Okay, who's that?
You don't know that? Like, you looked up for that.
Look her up. All right.
Was in like the first movie of Suicide Squad.
Catalina. What's her last name?
Cara Delevingne. I don't know if I can.
In Suicide Squad.
Yeah, she was in Suicide
Squad. Carolina. All right, we'll have to look that up. While you're looking,
now you know.
Nice. All right. All right.
I think that was my crush.
I don't think I recognize her. I wonder if she's in any other.
She's a
big movies.
Models.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that like the eyebrows that she has, like, dude, like, for me will be my crush forever. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's your type. All right.
Well, everyone has many types.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go. Next question. What's the last place you visited by plane?
Last place that I visited by plane, I'll say this place. like this is the
Newport.
last time that I took a plane to came here. No, wait. No, that was a train. I went to New York, but I haven't taken
New York by train, Amtrak.
Yeah, Amtrak.
Nice.
But I'll say these. Yes, the last trips that I taken because of pandemic just been like Newport and Guadalajara. Well, Boston, Guadalajara. That's the last. And I'm gonna take another one in August, probably like in 3 weeks to Guadalajara.
Yeah.
But so just 5 days for personal reasons. So I'll be there. I want to have like more time because I want to go to Oaxaca, like travel around Mexico, like hide in places, being in jungle of Mexico,
Sweet.
like or like in the old towns in like close to the ocean or close to the Riviera, having good food, good moments.
Just
But
do some exploring.
yeah, I think you know that I'm planning to go to California on probably November, so I think before that I'm gonna take 2 weeks just from rest myself.
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah, I need it. Like I need some time off to just be Daniel around Mexico, like eating a lot of Mexican food, good places. Yeah, some stuff like that.
And then how about next question? We'll go last place you traveled. We'll go by train or car. Last place you traveled. Is it New York?
Yeah, I think it was New York, the last place that I traveled. Yeah.
Nice. It was a weird time when you went. It was during the pandemic.
No, it was like all this is still in the pandemic. What's the last May? It was open but kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it though? How'd you like it?
I was expecting more of New York, but that's why I didn't know too much. I was in Manhattan. I thought Manhattan was a nice area of New York, but then someone told me that doesn't, and I was like, okay, damn.
It's a touristy area.
Yeah, it's a tourist area, and like also like you always think like when you I'm from Mexico, so you saw the pictures and everyone like super nice clothes and things like that.
Yeah.
But finally, it's like my parents were expecting that. Because they've been in like Texas, they've been in California, they've been in Florida. They've never been in that tall like part of US.
Right.
So they were like, okay, New York is kind of weird. We expecting another place.
You'll have to go back.
I need to go back now that it's everything getting open again, and also the nicest spots were closed.
Exactly.
Yeah, like this pandemic killed all New York.
Yeah,
like,
it did hit it. It hit very hard. But I mean, even now it's back to. It seems to be much better.
I was making that joke like, okay, this is the city that never sleeps. But when I go there, it wasn't sleeping.
Yeah, that's true. That's very.
Well, I was like at 10 in the night. I was like, okay, where's everyone wakes? But you know which other city I have the luck to know before coronavirus was Boston. I love Boston, dude.
Yeah.
The vibes over there, the pastries over there. The only thing that I like to go to Boston is to eat in what's the name of this place? It's a pastry place.
Was it Mike's Pastries?
No, it's another one. It has like Tate.
Okay.
Or something like that. Tate Bakery pastry, something like that. And it's like, I love that.
You love the pastries.
I love the pastries. Dude. And I was like, okay, a nice views over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So yeah, I love those ones. There's around like Boston. The Boston vibes, I really like there. The way that the city is. I like Chicago as well.
Yeah.
Atlanta, not that much. Like in the cities that I've been in US is like Orlando, Atlanta, Chicago and Boston, New York. And to be honest, my top 2 is like, Chicago and Boston.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah.
But I need to find new places. Like I need to looking for new places.
You're gonna like California.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna.
I'm very sure that all the Mexican culture is more together over there.
Yeah.
And things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna
Napa Valley is where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna.
So
love
I'll be
it there.
close to San Francisco. Let's see.
Perfect. Yeah, that's gonna be a good spot for you.
If I get tired, I can go to Tijuana anytime that I want.
There you go.
Just to have fun. Like you know.
We got one more rapid fire question. One book that you like that's impacted your life, or one of your favorite books.
One of my favorite books is like, I will say this will be a book in Spanish.
Okay.
The name is El Principio del Placer.
Okay.
Like it's the beginning of the pleasure, but it's not like a sexual pleasure precisely.
Sure.
Like different pleasures. That is talking about a guy from Veracruz, from like the coast of Mexico, who started to get with a new girlfriend, but it's like bullshit after that, and he started to get in love, but then he finds that the lady is like it's like cheating on him with like an older guy, and the guy get like super upset. But it's like the time, like it's like a young kid that start to getting like a kind of like different acknowledgement of love and things like that. I read it when I was in middle school. I read it when I was 11, 12 years old. Yeah. So basically for me that was like, oh wow, that's interesting, and that's one of my favorite books. I also read another one. It was like really interesting. Was the slaves of like esclavos de la oscuridad. It was like the darkness slave, something like that. It's like talking about like this like the two books that are more like likely, because the other one is like it's about a priest in what's the name? Oh, in France, where it's like getting like a lot of kind of like demon possession and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Weird things, like everything is happening after like some people hitting the head and start to getting like change a new person, but like the demon beside that. Shit, super weird thing, like that, the trauma, and there's like another line from like the Vatican to work with that things and how it explains and all the thing, like some people is getting that, and in this story, like if you get like a bad hit or something like that, and after coma or something like that, some people return being a different, but they say that also like it's like a pact with demon in that, or like being another people. So it was kind of interesting.
Was that more like a fiction?
Yeah, more fiction. Yeah, that's fiction. Yeah, for sure. Like the other one was
fiction too.
Yeah,
but
it's like
but it's a story.
Yeah, there's two different stories.
Story versus like almost like a fantasy style.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I like to read also books about, but those are like more of my favorites.
Nice.
Like the two ones that I liked also to read about, like Mexican Revolution.
Cool.
Or there was like there's one with like the gringo with the two guns. It's about an American guy who was in Mexico and was helping the revolution. No, was not. That was the independence of Mexico. Independence of Mexico. So he was next to like some heroes, and they was considered a hero. And it was like an American guy who was like for luck or something like that weird happened in Mexico, and he started to join to the insurgents. So it was interesting.
Wow. Okay.
So you find another way of like this story, like some people who support. So I like to read about like Mexican wars, and also like about like Second World War books. Like there was another one like it was like it was something like, it was about like Lebersborn in like the Nazis, like, but they were like getting like the childs with like like the kind of perfect area race and stuff like that.
Right.
So like fiction as well of what happened, and like the sons that were like SS kids around like the war,
stories behind it,
like that, like they're supposed stealing like connection with that. So that's cool. It's kind of fiction of war and things like that, and also like something about the story. I love story, to be honest. If I would choose another career, it would be like that, story in Mexico or archaeology. I like too much that.
Nice.
When I was
history.
Yeah, I like history, and like I think I'm one of the places where you have like a lot of history, because all the Mesoamerican culture, one of the strong sides is from Mexico, like the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Toltecas, the Olmecas, the Zapotecas, like all the native people, like the story. And have you ever heard about Teotihuacan?
No, I haven't. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I haven't.
Because one is Chichen Itza, that is like the Mayan ruins, like one of like the special temples. But the other one is Teotihuacan, and it's to be honest, like you go and it's like a full city, like all buildings, probably like from like 700 years around. Yeah. And especially like super perfect architecture. You can go in front of the pyramids and just doing this, and you're going to sound like an eagle. So you do that, and
it's an echo. Completely abandoned?
Yeah, and abandoned. Like,
really?
Dude, like, and nobody knows what happened in that
that's
place.
Weird.
It's like the Aztecs went there, and they were like, why this city is abandoned?
Yeah.
What happened? Why, like, all the buildings, not anything, like, you can find, like...
And nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows.
That's weird.
Neither the native people, in the time of that, back in the years when it was like the conquest, like, the Spanish conquest, the war and things like that, nobody knew what happened.
That's wild.
So it's like in Mexico you can find like cities or like empire that no one knows what happened before, and it's the same gods.
Yeah.
Like the the same gods that everyone believes, because like you know that the Mesoamerican culture, like especially like the old Mexican culture, Aztecs, Mayans, they have the same god, the god of
same religion.
Yeah, the god basically of my ancestors, because like basically Mexican is half Spanish, half Mesoamerican, half American.
Okay.
So that's who is a real Mexican, like half native, half Spanish. So the old god of the Mexicans or all the Aztecs and Mayans was a kind of like a snake, but it's like a snake with fletches, like which is Quetzalcoatl in Aztecs, and Kukulkan for the Mayans. So it's like kind of like a snake, but like can fly and things like that. So it's like really cool, dude. That's
like, awesome. So is that like is that religion still, or are those still like current, or is that like the Greek and Roman mythology type?
Yeah, the kind of mythology. There's some people even though like sure like believe in something like that in my state. Like my state is like the culture is Wirarica. In a despective way, they call huicholes, which is really bad, but that's the native people from my state, and they are like super artist people who make like who the sacred animal is the deer. So they sometimes they are the only town, or some of the native cultures in Mexico are allowed to use rocks, which one is peyote, which is a kind of cactus.
I think I've heard of that too. Yeah,
it's a kind of cactus, so that's for religion and for like a religion purpose. So they use that to like like in some rituals and things like that.
Like hallucinate, basically.
That's hallucinated, but that's one of the things that they use for the rituals, like once a year or twice a year.
Is it peyote?
Peyote. Yeah, it's a kind of cactus, and like that's only allowed for that people for respect the culture.
Interesting.
And that's also the reason of my tattoo. You know that I have a tattoo of a deer, like to never forget that you are a Mexican.
Yeah.
So like you are from this place, you are from Jalisco, so you are that. You have the deer, like to represent that. It's like and like some people in Mexico is like they say that they are Spanish people, like from my grandfather, my family is from Spain, shit like that. I'm white. So it's like
it's like a pride thing. Like I'm from here.
Yeah, it's like we call those guys sometimes whitexicans and things like that. So yeah, it's a kind of weird like feeling, but no, for me it's like I'm proud of that. For me it's like being Mexican is being part of the worlds, being part of like the Spanish and being part of like the native culture. So it's like all together.
That's awesome.
That's what's Mexican food. Well, that's what is Mexican real, like because it's the combination between both. So
let's get into that a little bit, because I know you're a chef at the Vanderbilt. You're super passionate about Mexican food. You and your family own a restaurant in Guadalajara.
Yes.
And what is your like? What is your? I mean, it's basically authentic like Mexican food that you serve there.
Yeah, it's kind of authentic. Some influence sometimes of like some techniques, like French techniques, Italian techniques, something like that. We can have a risotto, but we have like influence of ingredients like huitlacoche, that is the fungus in the corn. So it's a huitlacoche risotto. Well, it's Italian. The risotto is arborio. It's Italian, but you cook it with Mexican ingredients, and it's like okay, tastes different, tastes good. There is a different like influence and like that kind of fusion thing. Or you can make a pasta.
You're right.
With different ingredients like poblano cream, something like that. It's awesome. Or you can taste a mole that is super Mexican, 100% Mexican. Like one of my favorite moles is a peanut mole, but in the way that I make it, it's not like I added like mole is in chocolate in there, these peanuts, but I added a little bit of rice vinegar, which is Japanese, and I added like Cabernet Sauvignon, which wine is not from Mexico. You can find Mexican wine now, but if you it's from Europe, so like the wine is from Europe, so
right.
Or I don't know, maybe it's from another country. I think it's from Europe.
I mean, France, Italy, even California, Napa. You're gonna have a lot
of
wine in Napa Valley. Yeah.
I know, but like where the wine came from originally.
Yeah, right.
But to be honest, at some point, it's like maybe it was Asia, or maybe it was because like some years ago, I don't have the historically wine.
Right.
Like, but it's not from. It was not from like, America.
Right.
So
right.
So it's like you putting that in a recipe like that. So it's like that's what the mole is, and it tastes really good, and it's that's one of my favorites. And you combine with different ingredients. Like that's some stuff that we did, or like I have a flan in the restaurant that I love it. and it's with some like a cream cheese, but it's a reduction of a stout beer.
Huh.
So it tastes really good. And
Wait, did you say beaver?
No, beer.
Oh, beer. Okay.
Yeah, like a stout beer.
There was
beaver.
Side story. I didn't. The only reason I thought beaver was because we were at a wedding. It was actually Andrew's wedding. Do you remember Andrew from Sunday? He lived with us, snatch, clean and jerk. I don't know if you crossed paths with him because he had left and gone to New Hampshire, so he might not have. But I was at his wedding with Chris, Randy, Alex. This is probably 2-3 weeks ago, and they pulled out a bottle of whiskey, and on the whiskey it had like a picture of a beaver on it, and it says like made with beaver something or other. Like there's a gland in the beaver that they
way.
like. Yeah. So that's why I thought beaver. I'm like, oh, people use this, I guess.
You know,
very strange, but
Mexico produced a mezcal. You know what is mezcal, right?
Yeah.
So they call pechuga mezcal, like breast mezcal. So you know what? When they are like distillate the mezcal, you know, all the vapor and all the like alcohol pass in a turkey breast that is hanging out. So it's cooking the breast, and that flavor stills in the vapor. So you get the flavor of the turkey breast.
Huh?
And
that actually probably tastes really good.
It's kind of strong. Like I'm not super.
It's not your favorite.
Well, you would taste that one when
Did
we
I?
were in Providence. Remember that I said something about that?
Shout out Dolores.
Yeah, we were in Dolores and we drank that one. We drank
Did
that
we?
one over there. Yeah, we drank.
We had
pechuga.
quite a few, so I don't even remember.
Dude, we drank too much. I love that place.
Yeah.
The people is so nice.
So Daniel said that night, because you had seen it online.
Yeah, but I never been there.
Being authentic, knowing authentic Mexican food. I mean, there's good Mexican restaurants around here, but none of them were like up to like
yeah, real ones.
So we went to this place in Providence called Dolores, and you had said like that's the best, hands down, best like Mexican in the state of Rhode Island.
Yeah,
for sure, most authentic. Even down to the bowls, like the bowls that they use, because you said that's like an authentic type of bowl that would.
Yeah.
Like, we had a good amount of mezcal. You talked with where were the do you remember what part of Mexico they were from?
Oaxaca.
Okay, yeah. And we stayed way past close. They showed us the kitchen and everything.
Yeah, I remember that I told you like, I don't know, I have the feeling that they're gonna show me and I'm gonna know the chef, and I don't know, I have the feeling that this will happen. Did
you have mutual, like, did you know somebody or no?
Yeah, from my city, they know some stuff from my city. They know some people from my city, and it's really cool. Those guys are amazing. I was there before, like, I was there like 3-4 months ago with my ex-girlfriend. We hanging out over there, and it was really cool. They treat me like super cool over there.
Did they remember you from last time?
Yeah, the chef came to my table and gave me a hug. Nice. And also she sent me like some food, like some dishes. Dude, it was amazing. And I was super excited the last time because I saw that they were selling my favorite Mexican beer because it's a craft beer.
What kind of beer?
It's they have many. The name is Colima, Cervecería de Colima. Okay. They have one that is a Colimita, that is a lager, but it's like super fresh. Mm-hmm. Dude, when I saw the can of like a Colimita, because it's a craft beer, you don't find here in the US very often. It's not a Corona. It's not something like that.
Right.
It's like, but I saw that one and I was like, no fucking kidding me. I was super excited. You know what? When I leave, they gave me like some like 4 beers and they gave me a shot of mezcal, and I was like, dude, that's an amazing people. And you can notice like here, like there's some Mexicans in the north of US. Like there's not how many Mexicans up here. Where
would you say there's Tijuana, there's a lot of Mexican people.
Yeah, because it's Mexico. Tijuana is Mexico. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It
like
will be weird.
California, Southern California.
No, it'll be like all California is like a lot of Mexican. Like California is 50% like Mexican culture.
Yeah.
I think like all these states are borders.
That's where mostly
there's a lot
there's
of
Mexican people
Mexican,
there.
but like if you go to
not really up north.
If you go to Vermont, if you go to Boston,
you won't.
Well, Boston, yes, but it's because it's a top city. New York, yes, it's a top city, but Newport,
not many.
Nah, it's like to go to Bristol and expecting to watch Mexicans, like in small town. They're Portsmouth or how you say it. Yeah. I think
speaking of tequila, do you want a little bit?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So we have Tierra Noble.
Terra Noble.
100% agave.
Yeah, that's another thing with tequilas. All tequilas have to be 100% agave.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
be considered
to be a
actual.
real tequila. Because if you don't have 100% agave and you put another syrups on the tequila, it won't be a tequila.
And this is from Jalisco.
Yeah, that's my state.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The tequila is from Jalisco, and you can make tequila in all the state of Jalisco. And there's other states around that you can make tequila, but just in a small towns. Not all the states. Like Guanajuato has some towns that you can make tequila. I think Tamaulipas is another one with few towns, and Michoacán few towns, and Nayarit few towns. But I can make tequila in my house and be considered tequila because it's that kind of like a denomination. Like you cannot make tequila in another country. You cannot make, even if you have the same ingredients.
You can't call it tequila.
Yeah, it's like champagne.
Right, it can only be made in that part of France.
Yeah, cognac, champagne.
Right, probably Scotch too. I don't know if that's true, but it could be.
Yeah. Scotch is for one reason.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. You want a little bit?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's it.
All right. Well, he's getting that. We'll couple more things I want to go over with you too after Daniel. We'll get into CrossFit a little bit more, and then maybe a little bit about you're being a chef over at Vanderbilt too. Have you had this tequila before?
I just tasted before and I like it when I was coming to here this last time. They gave me to try because I tried before, but like the Platinum edition because my sister gave it to my father the last time, like when I was in Mexico, and I like it. Like the bottle is super nice.
Yeah.
And they gave me to taste in the store.
Yeah.
Well, this is like a boutique where I go the tequilas. I don't buy like a regular.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think you'd be able to find this here or no?
No.
I don't think so. If you did, it'd be very hard.
Yeah, it'll be definitely very hard. So this tequila is good. You want some sparkling water?
Sure.
Okay.
How are you gonna have it?
I wanna have like just a sparkling water with this one. I don't have like normally how I drink is Mexican Coke.
Yeah,
I don't have Mexican Coke right now. I think so. Let me see.
Yeah, sure.
Am I with kombucha?
Yeah. And Mexican Coke is different than regular Coke?
Yes. It's real sugar, real canned sugar, not like the US Coke.
Right.
That is like a lot of like kind of sugars, like fake sugars.
High fructose corn syrup, maybe, or something like that.
Exactly. It's like not super pure.
Cheers.
So one day.
Salud.
Well, you already drink. Salud. You already drank like Mexican Coke before with me, remember?
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah, we drink tequila in that way before. Matthew, I think you are forgetting everything.
I think we had it at Dolores, maybe.
Probably.
Somewhere. I don't know.
Remember the party on Spartan? I brought Mexican Coke.
That's where we had it. Okay. That's right. And you said it was real. I remember there was something you said that was different about it. It was the sugar.
And I was drinking tequila. I think you drank tequila with me. I don't know, remember how we make like that bet of $50?
No,
With
what was
lady?
the bet? Oh, that's right. That was after a some like CrossFit party. We started working out afterwards. That's the I won't even say problem, but that's I guess problem with having a CrossFit party. People start working out afterwards.
Yeah, it's insane. Dude. It's something that you cannot combine.
Yeah,
CrossFit and alcohol.
But it happens frequently.
Yeah, it's like I was doing handstand push-up. I was like, against this lady who was trying to bet on me. I got $50 that to be honest, I tried to give her back, but I never seen her again.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was weird, dude, and I was like, I feel bad to get those $50.
Hey, you earned it with those handstand push-ups. You won the competition.
Yeah. So, but it was like it was fun, dude. It was like really, really fun.
So let's talk about that a little bit in maybe we'll make that our last topic. But let's talk about CrossFit a little bit.
Yeah.
So when did you start CrossFit?
I started in 2014, February 2014. Basically.
Okay.
That's when I started to do CrossFit, and I was a gym guy. All my high school was super gym guy, super gym vibes. I went to like the
very
college.
athletic.
Yeah, I was playing volleyball as well, but doing the gym, trying to be fit, just watching to the mirror, things like that. Super hedony, super like bigorexy, like that kind of things. So at some point, I went to work in Playa del Carmen for my first internship, and well, my college sent me over there, so I was working over there in Playa, and then a lot of people was doing CrossFit, so I was like, I don't like it because I'm gonna hurt myself. Like I just hear bad myths about CrossFit, and
that's like always the perception people have of it. Like, oh, CrossFit, like people get injured doing CrossFit, but honestly, the more research studies that have been coming out, it's really not that. It's not dangerous. If you look at CrossFit compared to like soccer, compared to any other sport, there's less injuries in CrossFit than any of those sports. Yeah. Any of those major sports, CrossFit is less. And if you compare CrossFit to just like bodybuilding style, like regular gym training, CrossFit's gonna have a little bit more of an injury risk. But if you compare it to a sport, it's really, really not.
It's like I think CrossFit is one of the best sports. Like I love it, dude. Like the adrenaline, the kind of different things. You don't get bored. I heard some shit like, this is the second breed for people who doesn't do anything in the first sport. But who cares, dude?
Whatever.
It's like
it's people who want to like continue that competitive.
And you know what's CrossFit drive. Also? Community, dude.
Community's huge.
Dude, it's like you go into the gym, but it's like you feel that you're alone, dude. Like just you and that's it. You go to the gym, you work out, you just go home. Right. And CrossFit is like more together. You are working with people. You are social.
You're part of a team.
Yeah, you are part of a team, and you want to be part of that team, like to that family. Because to be honest, like now that I was out of CrossFit, like regular CrossFit control myself. Like I'm thinking wise. I'm doing good things. It's like a way to like when I started in CrossFit in 2014, that kept me away from Vice when I was in Playa del Carmen, where it's like a lot of partying there. There was like a lot of like alcohol and drugs.
Oh, I'm sure that's a huge tourist.
Yeah, it's like next to Cancun, so it's like you have those kind of vibes over there, and it's like the shit that helps me to overpass that was like CrossFit, because I could be like doing drugs, I could be like doing like alcohol, but I did in that way, right? Because I was like next to that, and I was like, no, I want to compete, I want to beat that guy against. So if I drink that much, that guy is gonna like beat me, shit like that. So it's the same. Like when I was talking with like I have like management classes in the hotel from the human resources. Cool. I was talking with the human resources manager, and I was like, to be honest, I don't like to drink because like that much. I like alcohol. I love tequila. Right. But it's like you have to put a line. And you have to put limits when you're gonna drink and when you're not. And he's like, you know that normally in Mexico I go every 15 days to the nutrition, to the nutrition every 2 weeks. So
to the what?
Nutrition.
To the nutritionist?
Yeah, in Mexico. So these guys always call me like when I drink, I lost muscle. I lost like 1 kilo of muscle that I already have. I already lost because I was drinking. Yeah. So it's insane, dude. That thing.
It'll affect your performance.
Yeah, it will affect me. So if I was doing something good for a competition, if I put alcohol, if I put even 3 glasses of alcohol, that's enough to burn me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Remember when we used to work out and like also like drink those days. I was like, dude, I already have 3 beers and I feel like a hangover next day. My stomachache is killing me.
I'm the same way. Same way. And part of it is because like. I'm not 20. I'm not 21 anymore. You're not 21 anymore. We're not old, but at the same time, like it you feel it. Also, I'm not drinking a ton on a regular basis, so my tolerance is really low. Yeah. So if I have 3 drinks, I feel it. I definitely feel it, and I could definitely get a hangover the next day. You know.
But it's like you prefer that way, that being like, oh, I drink like. 6 beers
and
I feel okay.
Of course.
Shit like that. What's scary when a lady can like hold that. It's like, okay, I'm drinking with my father. No, yeah, it's like these kind of things. It's like better be away from the alcohol. Like it's good, but like something like when I was younger and I was with the tequila and companies, things like that. Because like my college had like a big coordination with tequila and things like that. It's from my state, so there's something that's called Consejo Regulador del Tequila, the council to regulate tequila. And the council to regulate tequila told you to don't drink.
Really?
Why? Like, you drink tequila, yes, but be smart. Don't be like you drink the tequila doesn't drink you. So it's like, if you're gonna drive, don't drink.
Right.
If you're going to drink, try to drink considerable. Tequila, but don't drink all the bottle, because they are like they hate that some people in Mexico, the first hangover and the first like super hangover is with tequila, because what's the alcohol that you don't want to drink after?
Tequila.
Sometimes, because some people start with tequila, so you get super wasted for tequila, and you don't want to taste again the tequila.
Yeah, you develop an aversion to it.
Yeah, it's like, for me, it's the vodka. My first hangover was vodka. And I tasted that, and it's like, okay, it's like, it tastes like pure alcohol for me, the vodka.
You know what's interesting about that? I feel like most people say that out of any alcohol, most people are like, oh, I can't drink tequila because of this. It's always, and it could just be me, but I always people say, I can't do. If they have something they can't do, it's tequila. Tequila's that one alcohol, and I wonder if partly it's because it's so easy to drink. It's very smooth.
Man, you drink this one, you feel like the smoothness and this, like, damn, like like the other day I was drinking with some friends, like some older nice, super nice tequila I have that is Los Abuelos, Tequila Fortaleza, and it's damn. I show you that bottles, like the one that is handmade. Dude, that tequila is so smooth. I can drink. One day I was with one friend and we drink one whole bottle. To be honest, I don't have a hangover after that. We drink it during all the day, eating cheeses, drinking glasses of tequila, super smooth all the day. Nothing happened. I don't feel bad. But sometimes you just drink a bad tequila or a bad alcohol, and it's like, oh, after 2 glasses you are bad of your stomach. I think the purity of the products.
Yeah.
As well.
Let's jump back to CrossFit just for a moment, because you said something interesting before we hopped on, that your mom's been doing CrossFit.
Yeah.
And she's 57, and she's a great athlete, and she's been doing it for 3 years.
Yeah, I think 3 years. Like, she started, like, I came here in 2019. She probably started on 2018. So she started doing CrossFit on 2018, and she's really good, dude. Like, she's, let's say, my mother always like do volleyball, gym. Well, gym not that much, but volleyball, like run out, things like
very
that.
athletic.
Yeah, she's athletic. She's a super mom athletic, and now she's doing CrossFit. She has her own garage CrossFit at home, and she's the kind of person who doesn't like be with someone to work out. She can work out by herself in the night or in the morning, whatever hour you put. She's super disciplined. Like, I was running when I saw her in New York. She was running all the Central Park.
Yeah.
So, like, and I was running with her, dude. She was faster than me. I was like,
you're trying to keep up with her.
Yeah, my mom is so short.
Yeah.
In comparison to me, and she's faster than me, and she has like a lot of energy, and she's 57, I'm fucking 26, and she's beating me up.
She's got 30 years on you.
Yeah,
31.
and it's like beating me up. And sometimes when I was in Mexico, I work out with her. It's amazing. Like, of course, like the weights and things, like the weights that she's going. I think the last workout that I did with her, I like pressure to make a weightlifting a little bit. Because she doesn't have like too much technique. We used to pay a friend who is a weightlifter to like
to help coach.
Coach her. So, but in like the lifters, she's not as good in the pulls, but like in the squats, she was doing 185 of back squat.
Pounds.
For
yeah,
being
that's good.
A 57
Oh,
years
that's incredible.
old,
yeah.
one, like, yeah, she's doing good. She's sometimes scared to do like super heavy weights, but even though you saw my mother arms, and it's like, damn, you are 57 and you have like super ripped arms.
And she does the open too, you said, right?
Yeah, she does, obviously in the Escalade, like into, you know, but she was doing really good, and she can do the rope.
She can do rope
like,
climbs.
Yeah, she can do like also like a strict pull-ups. It's like, damn, this is some funny story about alcohol and garage CrossFit and things like that. The last 1st of August was her anniversary. To be honest, I want to be back on 1st of August.
That's coming up soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a carne asada for that, like, cause back in Mexico. Because the last year, I was cooking a carne asada. It's like a Mexican barbecue. I was cooking with her, and my family, and we brought like bottle of like champagne. We started drinking, but it's a sparkling water, sweet things, fresh.
Yeah.
So at some point, everyone was drunk with champagnes. We opened like four bottles, and it was fuck. We're drinking too much. My mom, I never seen like that drunk before. That drunk level, because she knows how to control herself too much. She was dancing, and she was at rest, and she was like, we have like this kind of rack to make pull-ups and things like that at the patio of the house. That was in the house of Guadalajara. So I was with her, and then she was like, take care of me. And she was doing like fucking strict pull-ups. I was, Mom, you're gonna fall and you're gonna like hurt yourself.
That's incredible.
You need to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And she was doing that drunk, and I was like, oh, see these, and like, super fitness.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Does she sign up for the Open too and like get scoring for it? She must perform pretty well if she does.
I think she didn't perform. She just followed the exercise.
She just does the workouts. Yeah.
Does the workouts.
I'm sure if she signed up, she would do very well.
I think
with that age category and that ability, she would do very well.
Yeah, she's super fit.
That's cool.
Amazing.
So you're gonna try to jump into CrossFit again? Because let's jump into that just a little bit, and then we'll start to wrap up. But so the pandemic happened. The work's been super busy, and you've kind of been going to just like a regular like commercial gym. Yeah. But it's not the same. You want the community. You want the competitive aspect. So probably one asterisk is the place to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk with Matthew to get it right there. Because when you have like not too much months here and you're gonna move to California, the less thing that you want the less things to bring you over there.
Yeah.
So I brought you over there. So I
travel
don't
lightly.
I don't need a car. I prefer to buy my car in California. Mm-hmm. So right now it's like, okay, I need a ride to be there. It's like far from here, and I don't want to use my bike to get
We'll get you a ride. We'll figure that out.
We need to figure it out because CrossFit is amazing. I miss CrossFit.
You're missing it.
And to be honest, you need that endorphins to be happy. Like sometimes it's too much stress, too much things, like your personal life, your work life, things like that. You need to release your energy.
I saw a study just this week that they said it's a very specific study. It was on middle-aged women they studied, and they had 2 interventions with depression with middle-aged women. I hope I get this correct. It's very similar to this. So one of them, they gave them exercise to do regularly. I think it might have been like a 6-week study, or it could have been even longer than that. And one of them, they gave them the typical like interventions, and they found that exercise, I think it performed either exactly the same, or it worked even better than the typical like medication and stuff like that. And it was the first study that kind of showed that. And obviously, when looking at research, you have to look at thousands and thousands of studies and see what the conclusions are. But it was interesting to see something like that come up, just along the lines of what you were saying. Like, if you're either, I mean, it doesn't even have to be depression, but if you want to be feeling good, exercise is the way to do it, or one of the ways to do it. So
exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's the way to release the things, like
relieve stress.
Honest, like I passed for a bad relation, dude, and I was depressed the last like 1 month, 2 months ago, and I was like, damn, dude.
Of course.
And I couldn't work out because I wanted even to sleep, and I don't know, maybe if I will have the CrossFit, I don't feel like that. I want to overpass in 2 weeks with my 100%. Friends, with my buddies, working out hard, because it's like, well, when I was depressed after that, like before in the times when I was doing CrossFit every day, sometimes like the anxiety or something like make me stop. But if my bodies are over there, it's like fuck it, like work out the dogs like that, and making it in that ambience. Yeah, because it's not just working out that long. Because like, normally you can be in the CrossFit or you can be in your house, and well, you can be in your house or in the gym just working out. And it's like sometimes your mind is thinking too much and getting like depression or anxiety. So you just want to stop to doing things and just leave and don't do anything, and that's worse. But if you are like how we were like
part of a workout, part of a team.
Hey, don't be out like and say work out with me. Yeah. Like,
okay.
So, you know what I don't want to say, but don't stop. That like, hey, come on, work out or something like that. So you start to rush me and you start to like act like that. Like a jerk with me, and I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that weight, and that's how like CrossFit works. Like you get big weights that sometimes you don't believe it because you're competing. Like, okay, why that guy get that fucking weight?
Exactly.
But also like your friends are like, don't do it right now, dude. So this is like
Exactly.
a protection way, like community. Like if I notice that you are sad, or if I notice, I'm gonna try to help you to work out or something like that. Hey,
Right.
come on, let's go to workout. You will do the same with me if
Mhm.
you notice like that and like that. So you're gonna bring me to workout. Like you do that the
Mhm.
last time that I was here.
Yeah.
Like you picked me up from my house and it was a snow, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Like,
of course, man.
It was awesome because I didn't quit CrossFit because of that.
Yeah.
And I feel really good about it, and having you in that, and still having you here. And I know that I'm gonna be back in CrossFit, and I'm gonna be back in my weights.
That's
and I'm gonna
right.
beat you up like really soon.
Good, man. Good. All right, let's wrap up. I got one last question for you.
Yes.
I took this from Tim Ferriss from another podcast. So, if you own a billboard and you get to put whatever saying, whatever quote, whatever like mantra that you want on it, what would you want people to see, or like what's one of your favorite quotes that you would want to put on there? Do you have anything that would come into mind?
Like a board, like just to put the things over there. I don't know, dude. Now that you ask me that, I lost everything that I would have.
It's a tough question if you don't have something ready.
But I think probably one of like the slogans that I like more is like just do it.
Just do
like,
it. Nike.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
that's something like super like. Well, when I was living in Playa, there's a lot of cenotes, like lagoons, and there's like small like water things. So what I like to do is like just diving over there, jump over there. Like,
Yeah.
and it was like something like 10 meters, 14 meters, 12 meters. I don't know how it's like transition to
Yeah,
feet, but probably
it's high.
30
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
I don't know, like which one is the big one, like from like the diving one, like that they
Like the
do?
high dive?
Yeah, the high dive. How much is that?
I have no idea.
Well, probably like 30
It could be. I have no idea.
or more. So I used to be like that's heights, and I was like, I'm scared of that, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. So yeah, I think will be the one of those ones. Like if you are scared of something, like just do it. Like,
Just do it.
of course, not drugs.
Yeah.
But like something like it's good for yourself. Just try it. Make it happen. You know?
I like it. Cool. All right, man. We'll wrap up with that. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to shout out? I know you're chef at the Vanderbilt, so just drop by the
like,
Vanderbilt.
I'm not the chef. I'm one of the chefs.
One of the
like
chefs.
A junior sous chef,
Mhm.
which is like I'm in charge of like line, take care of like some stuff in the restaurant. They already have like the chefs, like the executive chef right now. It's the chef B Tran. It's an amazing chef, awesome chef. Like you can follow, and it's amazing, that person. Like the new vibes that she has, the positive vibes that you have to respect everyone. Like they told me like that you can be like you can have new techniques in the kitchen. Like you always want to find new techniques, and like the kitchen, like the gastronomy is like evolution. Why not the way to treat people in kitchen has to change? So it's like super respectful, super like focusing everything like in a way. She's not aggressive. So I'll say that.
Cool.
And you should follow her food. And also or one other person that I really respect, and he's like like chef in the top of all properties in this site, is Chef April Bloomfield. Bloomfield. Yes, she's an amazing chef. She's a British chef. She's in charge of this property and the main. She's an incredible woman, and the food, the way that she's been teaching me, it's incredible. Like I think that's one of my best chefs, and she used to have restaurants with like a Michelin star. She's for myself, she's an amazing person, an amazing chef.
Cool.
And I would say like she's incredible. I've been learning too much from her, and the way that she acts, the way that she reacts to everything. That's a perfect side. Like it's like to being with my mom, dude. Like sometimes it's like you are scared, but at the same point, like it's imponent. Like you are scared that she can, but that sometimes like super warm.
Yeah.
And super.
But you're also very respectful.
Yeah, so you have to like the line, like she can be a lovely mother and also like a strict mother. So that's why
you get both.
It's like
that's
so
cool.
You just want to see the lovely mother, so you need to do your job correctly and like in quality and things like that. So I'll say that like the people who is in charge right now, it's an amazing, and we have our GM like it's Jordi Valles from like Spain. He used to be.
What's his name?
Jordi Valles. He's from Spain. He used to be a chef in the Ritz Carltons, Mexico as well. He's from Spain, but he's an amazing chef, like an amazing GM. So he's a new one, and damn, he's making cool stuff in the place.
Awesome.
So if you want to visit there, like that will recommend you. And well, let's try to work out more and do CrossFit. And another thing that I have to say, and I always like glad to say that, like you are an awesome like doctor, dude. To be honest, like I have
Thank
like
you.
2 bad injuries that you just kill it, dude. Just to be honest, at some point, remember back in May when I feel that my shoulders were fucked up. Like I was like I cannot carry even as a depan. It's killing me all the time.
Yeah.
And you just give me one physical therapy session, give me exercise, and I was like, damn, dude, like I'm feeling good right now. I can grab like the pants and things like that, and I feel really good because I was dying. My arms were dying. And also when I was back in 2019 when I had like the injury in my back, like the exercise that you gave me is like, damn, like I feel amazing after that. Like I can work out again because like at some point, you know, when you, and this is something that the people has to know, if you feel bad, don't ignore. Go to a doctor right away. Matthew is a really good doctor that you can visit.
Thank you.
It's like don't wait, because if you wait, you're gonna have it even worse, and it will be difficult. And to be honest, if you are cheap to go to a doctor, go right away, because
it's only gonna get more expensive.
It'll be way expensive. So just do it right now. When you feel it, just do it.
Well,
go. And Matthew is one of the best ones here in the island. He's the best doctor of the world for me. But yeah, I'll say go with Matthew. And I have like two already injuries that healed that. Like that's amazing. And that's always what I recommend. Like to go like doing that, and don't leave it like past the things, because like if you leave it past, it will be worse. So yeah, and Matthew is a really good one and it's really professional, and yeah, go with him. If you have an injury, go with him for sure, and he's gonna help you with that. So it's one of the things that I wanna add it.
Cool. Hey, well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You're
all right. Well, we're gonna head down to the Vanderbilt right now. Did they close at 10?
Nah, I think this is already close. But we're gonna find another thing. Hey,
all right.
The podcast was more fun, dude. Like,
All right, we'll go to past that. Vanderbilt we'll save for another time.
Yeah. Well,
all right, sweet.
Maybe
all right.
next week.
All right, we'll head out. Cool. So signing off. Thank you, Daniel.